I wasn't even planning to do this, guys, but yesterday I was at home on the couch fighting off a cold, and I watched this entire series in one day. It's that good. Hey guys, welcome to my Widow's Bay review, the new series on Apple TV that everyone is talking about, or at least the people that have seen it. And I'm going to do this review in 3 parts, giving you a spoiler-free review, rating it using my super sophisticated 5-star rating system, and then giving you a spoiler alert because I do want to talk spoilers for a little bit with people that have seen this. And please bear with me because I do feel just a little bit under the weather still. Nah, I freaking feel like shit. Yep. And Widow's Bay is a horror thriller comedy that is 10 episodes long and runs from a range of 36 to 41 minutes running time each episode. And this show has a lot going for it, especially in the first episode where basically the first thing Widow's Bay does is focus on the characters by introducing them. These characters are colorful, quirky, and fun enough that the entire first episode is about them, not the horror, and I didn't mind one bit. Widow's Bay is like a rundown, sleepy island town off of like New England, and its mayor is trying to do everything that he can to bring the tourism in and make it like a new Martha's Vineyard or something. The problem is, weird crap has been going off in that island like on and off for like a century, dude, to the point where people are like, maybe it's cursed. Matthew Rhys plays Tom the mayor, and I love what they did with this character because he is the main protagonist, but he's got layers, and not all of them likable layers, because he's flawed, complicated, and sometimes pretty much a dick, but you still kind of like the guy. He's kind of like the mayor in Jaws, but at the same time, you're kind of rooting for him. It's weird. And there are multiple characters introduced very quickly, each of them playing larger parts and having their moments throughout the series. So everyone gets their screen time and everybody does great. There's really not a weak cast member in this, dude. Like, everyone knew the assignment. No detail, one particular character, which ended up being my absolute favorite, is Kate O'Flynn playing a character by the name of Patricia. Bro, yes. Every time the focus is on her, I can't get enough. And the show does focus on different people, things, and settings and tone throughout the 10 episodes. I've seen other shows do this and it feels like a lack of focus, but not here. Here it works. Much more than it probably should. No detail. You can have an episode hang with kind of like a cliffhanger and you're like, oh, I can't wait till the next one so we see what happens. But the next episode is something completely freaking different. And you're like, where are we? What are we doing? 10 minutes in, bro, whatever it's going on, you're into that. And speaking of tone, even though the first episode really focuses on introductions and character development, we get into the horror pretty quickly after that. And when we do, it's awesome. There are some great, amazing scene setups, bro, and this really takes its time setting up certain scenes. There's great tension, great suspense, and also this feel of paranoia at times, whether what you're seeing is actually real or not. And much of this works because you're invested in these actual characters and their stories. Good job, series. And this doesn't just lean on horror because there's a really interesting mystery to solve. And going on a trip with these characters throughout figuring out what this mystery is so much fun because of their quirkiness, their personalities, and also the development of those personalities and relationships and friendships. Yeah, there are definitely some character arcs, and this story has a lot of heart to it. But with everything this show has going for it, the real standout to me here is actually the comedy. Wow. It is dry, sarcastic, very situational, and incredibly well-timed. Nothing lands flat, feels forced. No one's winking at the camera or trying to tell a joke or be funny. This feels totally organic. The crazy thing is, usually when you have like tension or a serious moment, when you just like throw in a joke, looking at you, Marvel, it can hurt the scene. Not here. Nope. Not only does it not hurt the scene, it actually makes it better. No detail. There is a slasher type scene in one of the episodes that is full of humor and pretty much kind of laughing at the genre. And it might be one of my favorite things I've seen in that genre in a long time. And it made me a huge fan of a certain character. I'm sure I'm not alone on this one. I'll talk about that in spoilers. I honestly don't remember the last time I saw horror and comedy work so well together. And listen, Widow's Bay is not afraid to take risks with shifts in tones, because there's even chunks where the comedy and the horror take a back seat for a straight up drama. And guess what? It still works. Throat. Don't judge. There's freaking honey in it, all right? Guys, in the end, Widow's Bay is such a well-written series that blends certain genres in such a unique way that it's its kind of own unique thing. And you can just feel this series having fun while it's doing it. And it's renewed already for a second season, so yeah. Now, this is your spoiler warning, so spoilers in 3, 2, 1. Guys, what a freaking cool show. Tom's arc was so cool. And I forget the girl that liked him. I felt kind of bad when he thought it was like the hag, and it ends up being actually the girl leaving, saying, oh, I'm disappointed. She actually went to go find him. At the same time, it was first date, kind of creepy. She tracked him down. Maybe she was just really thirsty. I don't know. Speaking of the hag, bro, I thought Wick was joking when he's like, oh, how does he kill her? Oh, it sits on your face. And then she actually goes to sit on his face to kill him. Dude, that was awesome. On bro, episode 4, seeing Patricia trying to fit in, trying to throw the party, trying to do everything. And it was so cringe with the awkwardness. This poor girl, man. And the other girls, the mean girls. Oh, it's like, bro, you want him to get slaughtered. And that episode felt like forever the first 15 minutes. I'm like, what are we watching? But when, dude, the reveal came, it was like, that witchcraft stuff was freaking dark, bro. And when they do the pan and you see the faces in the mirror and they're all like crazy, dude, I love this show. We go to episode 6 and it's like the 1700s and we're suddenly there. Like, it's like freaking The Witch or some crap. And I'm like, pilgrims? Like, what are we doing? And first, bro, again, 10 minutes into it, I'm like eating the popcorn. Like, let's just see what happens. Yeah. This show was not afraid to just switch complete tones back and forth like that. And it still felt focused. Bro, my favorite, episode 8, Patricia running from the serial killer, is honestly my favorite scene in this entire freaking series because there's so many little things to it. From her quietly walking out like a person normally would want to, and the tension build there, plus her not knowing to go left or right, and also her awkward running in those boots, banging on the doors, and then the confrontation with like the mean girls again, and she freaking tasers her. And at one moment, I'm kind of upset, like, why are you running out of the house again? But yeah, it's being played for laughs, and I'm thinking, killer's in the house, he's about to take out all the girls. I have no problem with that, the way they've been acting. But instead he jumps out the window because he just wants Patricia. And she's like, really? Dude. She's like, give me 20 on pump 3 and freaking squirting the freaking gas, which is awesome. But bro, the best, the absolute best, her standing over him for the headshot, waiting for him to move through the entire process, from picking up the body to doing everything to throwing him in the thing for cremation. And she's like, is there another way out of there? That was just, oh my, dude. Yes. This was a series that knows how to have fun, dude. And it was amazing. And lastly, I love how the series crossed the finish line, really. When it wasn't horror or comedy, it was drama, was showing heart with Tom and a beautiful arc, and with Ruth, man. A character we barely saw, but she finally got her spotlight time, and it was amazing. I'm guessing season 2 is going to be trying to find another way to make this curse end, because I don't see them taking out Evan. That would be weird. Guys, what did you think of Widow's Bay? Let me know in the comments. Also, I do movie reviews and trailer reactions with my daughter. Please like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications, and thanks for watching.